Very good morning. Today we'll discuss handheld pocket computers and mobile operating system. Handheld pocket computers, example the smartphone or pocket-sized PCs, differ from smartphones and multimedia phones in that they can be programmed for customized applications, offer a variety of applications and programming tools, not including a new generation of mobile phones here. Stylish generally used to enter data into handheld devices such as PDS and laptops. It is a programmable pocket computers include word process, spreadsheet software as well as a PIM software. Handheld pocket computers differences with the laptop. Pocket PCs has no CD drives and hard disk, and they use the flash memory, allow the insertion of memory stick. A memory stick is a removable flash memory card, you can say. Clock speeds of pocket computer process are limited up to 200 MHz due to considerations about battery life here. Unlike laptops and notebooks, which use regular microcomputer operating systems, pocket computers have specially designed operating systems here. So coming to the operating systems in mobile phones, one of the operating system we are using is a Plum OS, also known as a Garnet OS, Garnet operating system. It is discontinued mobile operating system initially developed by Plum Inc. for personal digital assistance (PDS) in 1996. Plum OS was designed for arrays of use with the touchscreen-based graphical user interface. It is provided with suite of basic applications for personal information management. Later versions of OS have been extended to support smartphones. Several other licenses have been manufactured devices powered by the Plum OS here. An operating system from Plum Inc. mainly used in smartphones and handheld computing devices here. Generally optimized to support a very specific range of hardware, CPU, controller chips. Screens of Plum OS based on devices cannot be much different from the hardware reference platform designed by Plum Computing without major changes in the operating system itself. So advantages is in that because it is compiled for a specific set of hardware, its performance is very finely tuned here. Plum OS does not support multitasking, is definitely not a great platform for running a multimedia applications here, but works efficiently when running a small productivity programs, but does not offer much expandability here. So these Plum OS devices usually have wide screens and input of data is facilitated by the touchscreen here. Simple APIs compared to Windows CE, and operating system memory requirement is very low. 16 MB memory in the system suffices here. Needs lesser processor clock speed and therefore has lesser energy requirements here. PIM supports by the Plum OS, address book, data book, and for tasks to do and organizing memo pad here. So it also support SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, email download, offline creating and setting of POP, post office protocol. And it also supports email. It's also support internet browsing functions, Windows organizer and PDS, personal digital assistant. Wireless communications including email, messaging, browsing, web multimedia applications such as playing music, and also supports audio synchronization software for synchronizing with PCs through a serial port or infrared port here. Audio synchronization resolves conflicts in different versions of files during the data exchange. It also supports infrared port for communication with mobile phones and external modems here. It also supports extensions card slots, most compatible with the Dragon Ball processor from Motorola. Generally, most Plum OS devices offer a display resolution of 160 into 160 and 256 colors touchscreen, and these are integrated with the GSM. GSM stands for here Global System for Mobile Communication / CDMA, Code Division Multiple Access Cellular Phones here. Devices easily serve as a platforms for third-party games, travel and flight planners, calculators, graphic drawing, preparing slide shows, etc. It also supports expansion of slot support to MMC, multimedia card. MMC stands for here multimedia card. SD stands for secure digital memory card, and SDIO, secure digital input output memory card here. The key features of current Plum OS are simple single tasking environment, and it allows to launch a full screen applications with basic common GUI set here. Monochrome are color screens with resolutions up to 480 and 320 pixel here. Handwriting recognition input system called GraphT2 is supported here. Hot synchronization technology for data synchronization with desktop computers. It also supports sound playback and record capabilities. It is a simple security model. Device can be locked by password, and arbitrary application records can be made private here. It can access TCP/IP network access here, and it supports serial port, USB, infrared, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi connections here. It also supports expansion of memory card and defined standard data format for personal information management. PIM. PIM stands for Personal Information Management. Applications store calendar, address book, task, note entries accessible by third-party applications. The PMI includes all these calendars, address book, Outlook, note entries, everything. Coming to the next operating system, Windows CE. It is an operating system from Microsoft and support multitasking on handheld devices here. Real-time operating system meant for handheld computers and embedded systems here. Windows Embedded Compact, formerly Windows Embedded CE, and Windows CE is operating system subfamily developed by the Microsoft as a part of its Windows Embedded family of products. Unlike Windows Embedded Standard, which is based on Windows NT, Windows Embedded Compact uses a different hybrid kernel here. So we have some Microsoft licenses, Windows CE to original equipment manufacturers, OEM, who can modify and create their own user interfaces and experiences here, with Windows CE providing the technical foundation to do so. The current version of Windows Embedded Compact supports x86 and ARM process with broad support package directly. The kernel different from kernel of desktop versions of Windows here. Computing devices with low storage and can run up to 1 MB of memory. But Windows CE operating system memory needs are larger as compared to the Plum OS here. Support a wide range of hardware than Plum OS. Support different CPUs such as NEC, MIPS, Intel Strong ARM x86, etc. So we have some features in Windows CE devices. It supports high resolution color, display, touchscreen, and stylish keypad. It supports complex APIs, gives the user as a PC-like feel, and Windows like a GUI. It supports PIM, MS Office, Internet Explorer features on handheld mobile devices. The compact flash card slots to extend memory, and extension card slots also supported by the Windows CE devices here. Operating system memory requirement is large, but scales to requirement of devices peripherals. Digital camera card is supported by Windows CE. Supports games, Microsoft Windows Media Player, and other media players. Synchronization with mobile data with PC using USB serial port, PC infrared port, or Ethernet LAN for interfacing. It also supports JavaScript and ActiveX programs. It also includes the Windows Media Player for playing files of various audio and video formats here. Bluetooth communication with PC and neighboring devices here. So Windows CE have following minimum hardware specifications here. Minimum of 4 MB of ROM, minimum of 2 MB of RAM with backup power source such as CR2032 coin cell battery and SH3 MIPS 3000 or MIPS 4000 CPU powered by 2 AA batteries, and weight is less than 1 IBS, and LCD display of 480 into 240 pixels with 4 shades of gray and 2 bits per pixel with touchscreen that could be operated by either stylish or a finger. An infrared transceiver, a serial port, a PC card slot, built-in speaker. Coming to the next operating system in mobile, Symbian OS. Symbian OS is now discontinued mobile operating system and computing platform designed for the smartphones. Symbian was originally developed as a closed source operating system for PDS in 1998 by the Symbian Limited. Symbian OS is a descendant of present epoch and was released exclusively on ARM process, although an unreleased x86 port existed here. Symbian was used by many major mobile phone brands like Samsung, Motorola, Sony Ericsson, and above all by the Nokia. The Symbian OS platform is formed of two components, one being microkernel based operating system with its associated libraries, and other being user interface as a middleware which provides the graphical shell atop of operating system. So the features for Symbian OS: most widely used operating system for smartphones, runs exclusively on ARM process, and structure is much like that small desktop operating system, offers preemptive multitasking, multi-threading, memory protection, and initially designed for Android devices with limited resources and memory conservation. And it also support for WLAN Hindi language support to serve a larger range of consumers, native support for Wi-Fi, support for FOTA. FOTA stands for firmware over the air, improved memory management, low boot time, native support for push to talk. Thank you for listening to the video.